Hi, here we are, Ronnie and I, once again, with interesting people for you to spend some time with. Today we're in the home of Reggie Levine, a true icon in the art world here on Nantucket. And we'll also have the great pleasure of seeing his home inside.
Yes, it's a beautiful, romantic, very personal home. I'm Ronnie, and Reggie, as some of you may know, has had a front row seat at the Nantucket art scene for decades, most particularly with the Main Street Gallery in the 70s and 80s, and most recently with the Nantucket Arts Festival. So we look forward to exploring his life and times today.
What we're giving you, in a funny kind of way, is Alice through the looking glass, and you're having the opportunity to do that live. Yeah,
Love you, baby. Want to film this?
Dirty old lady.
Hello, Reggie. So nice to see you.
Oh, so good
and
to
your
see you.
beautiful cats.
Yes, and let's not let that cat
no,
go out.
No.
All right, the kitties.
Yes.
Reggie, it would be hard to ask you which item are we most interested in, because it's all so fascinating.
That's a tough question.
Reggie, this is a wonderful room. It's so cozy and personal. Could you point us to some of your favorite things? I know one of my favorite things is a Keith McDaniel painting, one of the artists you so encouraged at the Main Street Gallery.
Yes, Keith was possibly one of the really important talents that developed on Nantucket. And tragically, he died at 39. What attracted me to this painting was its size, to begin with. I'm somewhat limited in space, and of course,
Really?
the smaller the painting, the less expensive. And that, I have to admit, was a consideration, even as director of a gallery. But I loved his work. So it's whatever took a fancy. And most times, I never had a specific space in mind either. It was, I just purchased it, and also remember quite a bit of this was gifted. Which makes this collection a very personal one, because it also is
The people it came from.
yes. So often pieces will have definite memories about a time, a person, an incident. And we spoke earlier about Gwen Guyard. Well, Gwen was very instrumental in putting a lot of this together.
The pillows on the sofa?
Yes, those pillows on the sofa. I came down with a nasty flu and was in bed suffering and was letting everyone that I could get hold of, alerted them to my sufferings. A martini, which I have been known to enjoy. And I began to invent stories about, and made odd names. This one was Aunt Oxide. Oh, Aunt Oxide, what a character she was. And Magself, oh, dangerous man.
That's
And literally began to develop
this whole saga. I was going to ask you what that was originally.
It's English, it's 1890, thereabouts, and it's an apothecary.
I figured that.
Well, actually, what's inside are batteries, and it also functions as a very, very convenient, practical bit of furniture. But if I have something and I haven't the slightest idea what to do with, it might go into cinch.
But the mystery is how he remembers what is where. For example, in Lichen, what is here?
That's the candles.
What is Maxolf?
Just objects. This is
Plate
stands and things like that. That was a very beautiful French napkin ring, which got mixed up in a disposal unit and was destroyed.
The wonderful
But I couldn't throw it away.
The wonderful part of this piece that people should realize when they're watching us is that to be able to sit here with his martini in hand and create this cast of characters and build this saga out of those names, partially gin and the other part
I guess
for the fun of doing it.
Well, it speaks to his imagination.
Exactly. Then you look at this and he tells you that story, and then you think, there's the imagination. That's what it's all about.
Cats actually rule this house. And this one is Lyra. And Lyra is a bundle, I can tell you. She is now given to wanting to get out and play in the garden.
She's what, 2 years old?
And she will be 2 this November. And of course, quite often I'm in hot pursuit. Sometimes in pajamas, and
puppets are Reggie's passion, and as a child this is a fantasy for me because I loved puppets as a kid. And these are so unique. This piece is Indian, Reggie?
it's Indian, yes. And I wish I could tell you which god it is.
Oh, wow.
But
Which was that?
I wish I can't.
Oh,
I
you can't tell
remember.
us. Well, he's still pretty
But
fearsome looking.
He's very fearsome.
Yes, does it scare you at night when you try to sleep?
No, he's my protector.
Oh, he protects, wards against evil spirits?
Yes.
That's why you look so good.
Do you have a name for him?
No, I've never quite given him a name.